Africa. Yes, it sounds like fun. Safari rides and seeing animals you have only dreamt of. Sunsets with the deepest red and gold extends its arm over the horizon. But do we ever see the other side to this perfectly pretty picture? 1 in 2 children live in poverty. 640 million live without shelter. 400 million have no access to water. 270 million have no health services. 29,000 children per day die. Hunger grips their stomach like a ferocious monster. Not knowing when they will eat next, people live in sheds no bigger than a closet. Poverty. Poverty. There is a proclivity among people of the 21st century to be so involved in their own life. Never looking beyond the comforting circle of our life, we are sheltered. We think everything is all right when it really isn't. As John Galbraith says, there is a common tendency to ignore the poor or to develop some rationalization for the good fortune of the fortunate. Life continues on without ever acknowledging what happens beyond the bubble of our community. We rationalize away our good fortune to forget about the corruption in the world. Because of this, poverty is present. We can disregard the suffering and pain because it does not affect us, or we could think, why would we help those in need if we can't see with our own eyes? People choose poverty. They must be lazy or addicted to drugs to not do anything about their situation. But when we actually take a look into the real situation, we see a whole different picture. Most of these people didn't choose this life. First of all, there's nothing to blame poverty on. The world is not perfect, nor will it ever be. No matter what, the less fortunate will always be present among us. Understanding current circumstances is the first step to changing your outlook on poverty. Mahatma Gandhi said that there is a sufficiency in the world for man's need, but not for man's greed. Poverty can be ended. The world has the capacity to feed the hungry and clothe the poor, but this is constantly being stopped by the human race and the greed that devours their soul. We need to break the cycle of this never-ending selfishness. As long as man continues to be greedy, poverty will still exist. But man can change and man will change. We need to open our eyes to what's around us instead of what is tweeted and texted. Nothing is as it seems when you actually wake up and open your eyes. The most difficult thing to do in life is to act. Poverty is terribly beautiful. Terrible because it's devastating to see humans in this state, but beautiful because of the hope that glistens in their eyes. They have hope that things will be better. They have hope that maybe one day they can break the cycle. But above all, this hope helps them make it through each day. Therefore, if they can have hope in times of sorrow and darkness, we can have hope that we can change to benefit the less fortunate. With our help, the limits are endless. The ones who think they are crazy enough to change the world are the ones who do it. We need to make a personal commitment to ourselves. A commitment that states we will open our eyes and not look away because it hurts. We will not look away because humans are not evil beings. We have the love of humanity in our hearts. We have the power. The power is in our hands like an unkindled fire waiting to be lit. We need to use this power to create a new world. It's our world, not anyone else's. We don't want our children growing up in a world filled with terror and corruption, so we need to start with ourselves. We need to go out in the world with a new attitude because in the end, we are all equal. In this circumstance, ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance will be the cause of more hunger and deaths. Therefore, it's our job as human beings to put all our superstitions behind us and set goals. These goals can help us end poverty and improve education. There's still so much to do, so we can't stop now. We need to work together to accomplish our goals to make the world a peaceful, happy, and healthy place, so we will be proud to have our children grow up on this planet.